chance to like hop on. I know I'm a few minutes late. Just goes by so quick in the morning. It's like wild, but I have some exciting stuff. I've had a very exciting week. I'm sure you'll have some questions for me. I'll try to answer all the ones that I can, but it's been a really, really epic week and a really just memorable week that I will look back on forever and just be so grateful for. If you follow me on Instagram, hi Bronze Gemini, I love your name. Hi Amy, hi Kim, hi Catherine. Yes, you guys are the early gang. Janelle's on. Good morning, you guys. It's so good to see you. If you follow me on Instagram or if you follow BK Beauty on Instagram or TikTok or any of those other platforms that I probably should mention while I'm on YouTube, but those other platforms that we all dabble in, if you follow us there, you definitely have seen a lot of the behind the scenes, a lot of like fun stuff that's coming up that we've been teasing. And I'm so happy to finally be able to tease this stuff because it's been a long time. It's been a year and a half in the works, and I hate keeping secrets from you all. And I feel like I've been holding like the biggest secret essentially ever. So I'm excited that you guys know something's coming and we've gotten that far, and it feels so good and like such a relief. So yes, Maggie says volume 2, let's go. Love you guys. Your support has been so unbelievable. So I'm not going to talk all about that this whole live. I want to keep it true to like a Sunday morning live get with me. And I want to talk to you guys about some PR that I got. And I don't normally like show that much of the PR that I get. And I give away a good percentage of it. But I got this and I was actually going to buy this from MAC. So if you caught one of my videos recently, it was like a Nikki cut where I talked about things that I'm not going to buy. But in that same video, I mentioned that I had interest in these liquid highlighters and not the liquid highlighters from Glossier. So MAC sent me these and I was literally about to place an order. So really nice timing. I'm not going to need all these. Some of these will go in my pro kit and I'll give some of these away. But let me open these up. They're the highlight, or they're called the highlight of your life. Really pretty PR package. Let me try to open this up, which I probably should have done off camera, but here we are. So these look absolutely beautiful. I almost want to do this one. No, actually, let's do this one first. Let me try to get one of these out. They also sent a concealer. Morning, Nancy. Oh my gosh, there's no way. These are so, I need Mitch so bad. Oh my God, these are so tightly in here. You know, let's get the party started. Let's just totally get the party started. I'm going to put the Skin Finish Light Struck in the shade Bubbled Over from MAC. I think this is going to be a nice neutral one just to kind of kick off my complexion. I already have my sunscreen on and all that jazz. So I'm going to do a little underglow. And I will essentially use this the same way I use the Supergoop Glow Screen or the L'Oreal Lumi Glotions, you know, like underneath. But you could also, of course, like mix these in to your foundation. However you want to use it. They're adjustable. Either mix in, put underneath, wear on top. And then how's this view, you guys? Can you see? Let me actually move this up a bit. Sorry about that. Nothing like a shaky camera to make us all nauseous. There we go. I feel like you couldn't see the top of my forehead. So better? I think that's better. All right, so I'm going to do one more pump and get my forehead. Everything that I'm going to use in this video is going to be linked in the description box. Wow, I can definitely talk, I promise. And let's talk about the finish. It feels really nice. It actually feels like a gel. So it's not greasy, which I like because I'm super oily. That looks nice. Good afternoon from Canada. Shout out to Canada. Let me try my best to get this concealer out, but man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this out. There's no way. It's jammed in there so tight, you guys. Yeah, no, there's no way. So can't use a concealer because I cannot get it out. But let's move on to some other things. I've been testing the Made by Mitchell. This is the curve case. I have the lighter one and the medium one. I'm going to do some underpainting and some just light coverage with this, and then we'll put some concealer on top. I'm going to try to skip foundation today. And before I go into that, let me actually do a little bit of extra coverage, like very, very lightweight coverage. This is the Jane Iredale Hydro Pure Tinted Serum. And while I put this on with my fingers, let me try to catch up on some questions because I know I've missed a lot and I am so sorry. Maria says, Love the KJH review. I've been wanting to try it too. Now I'm convinced. Honestly, Maria, her stuff was epic. Like absolutely epic. And I did bring one of her blushes that I want to put on today. So if you are curious to see it, you know, on top of different finishes and different formulas, let's try this out together again. This is the shade Soft Berry. And Soft Berry and Soft Pink were so beautiful. Okay, will there be enough stock of the new launch? Amanda, I hope so. I don't see why not. I know BK Beauty is awesome with keeping things in stock, so I would imagine so. That's my hope. I can't imagine there not being no stock. Hi Nikki, what was the wear test on the KJH brand? Phenomenal. So both the KJH brand stuff that I tried, as well as the curve case from Made by Mitchell, had an outstanding wear time. So I'm gonna actually, and you know what? Also, I think lended to that was the fact that I put a long wearing Sephora collection foundation underneath. So it had a really nice long wearing base to, you know, adhere to and to give it the utmost longevity. So I think that actually helped a lot. So I'm going to be putting this and giving both these products a wear test on top of very minimal skin and very minimal complexion products and very glowy stuff. So we'll really get a good test of, you know, what these are going to do on top of a not so full coverage matte long wear foundation. I'm going to grab my N16 brush, good old faithful over here, and I'm just going to swipe into one of these tones. Actually, let's do both these tones from Made by Mitchell. And we're just going to do some sculpting and underpainting, but really it's going to be just my complexion because I'm not going to do an actual foundation. I'm just going to do some spot concealing. And I'll probably end up using Miss Danessa Myricks for the spot concealing because I've recently fell back in love with her concealer. It's so good. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Maria. Oh, hi, Marie. Excuse me. Hi, Nikki. Have you tried the Rhode blushes? I just did, and that video is going to come out very, very soon. Actually in about 2 weeks. But I was very pleasantly surprised, and I've definitely been missing out. So right now I'm just laying down some structure and some sculpting. Okay, this is a great suggestion. Nikki, please try the Rimmel London Multitasker Concealer. I'm ready. I'm really curious to know your opinion. Rimmel London Multitasker Concealer. I'm going to make a mental note of that right now. But if you wouldn't mind to drop in the comments of this video when it's uploaded or any other video, because I'll really see it then too. Oh, from Northern California. What part of Northern California are you in? We're going to sculpt out the lips. Are you going to try the new Hourglass face palettes? I might pick up one if I can get my hands on it. I know they sell out very quickly. I don't need them, but they are really pretty. Yeah, I might get the Hourglass palette. If you guys think I should get one, I do think the color combinations are really pretty. So maybe I will pick up one. I just saw a question about shipping to Canada. And if you're talking about BK Beauty ships worldwide. I'm so excited. Or the Swan palette. Ooh, Dina. That one did look really pretty. Okay. Let's put down the sculpting. Let me grab a clean N15 brush. I'm going to tap this in. Hi from Boca. Hi back. And I use your N15 to apply foundation. It worked beautifully. I love it. It's, you know, there's no limits. So I love that you play with your brushes like me, and I'm happy I've influenced you to try this powder brush for your liquid foundations or even your cream foundations or cream products because they're vegan, so you don't have, there's no rules. Hi, Victoria. Okay, Alicia Anderson Design. Got your full name in there. You haven't announced what the new brushes are, have you? No, I have not. They will be more announced on the 16th. So the 16th is when they will actually like be shown and you'll be able to see like what the style and the shapes and what they look like, which is really exciting. I cannot wait for the 16th, basically. I've been waiting on this date to come and to happen for over 1.5 years now. So it's very, very exciting. And it's been so hard to keep this to myself because I am a talker, you know, like I let it all hang out, and it's really hard to keep any kind of secrets from especially my community. You know when I like something, you know when I don't like something, you know when I'm working on something. So it's been very hard to keep this tight-lipped, I could tell you that. Oh, Sandy's saying, sorry, Nikki, I was asking about the merch. Sandy, I'm gonna be really honest with you. A lot of things have happened this year with in regards to like production of merchandise and merch. A lot of it was put on the back burner because of tariffs, which has been a big wrench, to say the least, to say it politely. And we haven't really had the bandwidth to figure out how to distribute and to basically to do shipping, like in Canada and worldwide. So, the merch is a very, very small thing that Mitch and I run ourselves, and we just haven't had like the mental capacity, if I'm being really fully honest with you, which I don't know how not to be honest with you. So that's why that hasn't been done yet. But it is still a goal. It's still very much something that's something that we want to do. But thank you for your patience. Thank you for even asking. It's so kind of you to even be interested. I appreciate you. So I'm going over a little bit more with that same N16 brush. I just want to do another layer of the Made by Mitchell. I have to tell you guys, these blend out so creamy and so nice. Oh, and by the way, I've been seeing some comments about you all asking me what was what was on my eyes for my August favorites video. And I actually have in mind doing an eye makeup look with this so I could show you what it is. So it's actually from the brand Make Beauty. These are their multi-chromatic, super, super metallic eyeshadows. But the shade that I was wearing in that August favorites video, it's like a light olive green. It's the shade Surplus. So it's this one right here. I'm gonna make sure I link it and we'll put this on and we'll do all that fun stuff. So in the meantime, I do wanna go and do some under blushing. So we're going to use the KJH brand. This is the shade Soft Berry once again. And now that I know this formula a bit more and I'm a bit more familiar with it after testing it out on the video that you saw yesterday, I feel confident that I can swipe this on and it's not going to ruin my makeup. Clean N17. I'm going to buff it in with the lighter fiber side. I know I'm missing some questions. I'm so sorry. Nikki, did you try the new Natasha Denona foundation? Nicole, it just came in the mail yesterday. So I will be doing that very, very soon, I promise. It looks pretty. It looks really promising. I'm really hoping I got the right shade. So we will find out very, very soon. Allie Glines used the makeup or the make shadows in a recent video. Oh, nice, Terry. I actually know everyone who runs, essentially most people that run Make Beauty, including like the owners. So I know how hard they work on their products. They're a great team. Really great team. Will you be trying Tati's new makeup brushes? No, because I have my own. I don't have a need to do it. But I just found out that she has makeup brushes, and congrats to Tati. That's awesome. They look beautiful for what I could see, and I wish her all the success. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. She's got a good aesthetic. She's got a good eye, and she knows what she likes too, which I think is very important. So I think she's going to have a really good point of view. But, I am a diehard BK Beauty fan over here, so, it is what it is. I don't really have a need for it, but let's see. Hi, Nikki. Have you gotten to try the new Van Gogh makeup release? I actually okay, so also, I gotta tell you, I got a lot of really good PR this week. Like a lot of really good PR. I got the MAC stuff that I just showed you, and Hung and I DM, so we're like internet friends. Such a sweetheart. I talked about him last week. I'm just such a fan of his artistry, how humble he is, his backstory, everything about him. I think he is truly an amazing person. And I am so pumped for his makeup line. And I told him, look how pretty that blush is, by the way. Sorry to interrupt myself, but it's so pretty. I had told him, he had reached out, and his team had reached out. And when he had reached out personally, I said, I was like, I plan on buying your whole collection. Like, you don't need to send me anything. I want to support. And that's the truth. I've told Allie this for a while now too. Don't send me your products. I want to support your brand. She still sends it anyway because she's a sweetheart, and her and Thailand are just beyond generous. Same with BK Beauty, believe it or not. I told Lisa the other day when I saw her, I was like, I need another, I need to get another lash curler. She's like, I'm like, I'm gonna buy one. She's like, no, you're not gonna buy one. I'm gonna send you one. I'm like, I want to buy one. Let me just buy one. That's just how I am, and that's just who I am. I like to support. Um, I want to support, you know, with my dollar. But anyway, I was talking to Hung, and I had mentioned to him that I didn't want him to send me the products, and he was like, "No, my team is going to send them to you. We want you to pick out what you want." So I got to pick out what I wanted, which was incredibly sweet and just beyond thoughtful. He did not need to do that. And long story short, I got this whole PR package from him in the mail yesterday, and I could scream. It's so beautiful. I'm going to be filming it very, very soon. Um, I can't wait. I really cannot wait. And also, I'm really excited because I feel like Hung is bringing back color, like color cosmetics and just color in general. And I think I'm just here for it. You know, you know me, I'm a neutral girl. I love my neutral makeup, and there's a lot of neutral releases, but I feel like Hung is going to be part of the reason why like there's a resurgence of like colorful makeup, colorful eyeshadow looks, colorful palettes, all those things, and I'm just really excited. I'm excited for him. I know he's been working on this brand for a long time, and he's a hard-working makeup artist. Not to get all like emo about Hung Vanngo, but I just respect him so much. Oh, thank you for the super thanks. I forgot to turn that off again. Oh my gosh, no super thanks. Thank you for joining, and thank you for that. That was so sweet. I'm sending you a big, big air hug. But yeah, anyway, long story short about Hong Vanngo, I am pumped. Okay, I am so, so pumped. Laura agrees. Laura says more color the better. I agree too. And then Marie is saying, hi Nikki, what do you recommend for rosacea or redness on the face? Oh my God, Marie, a product that I tested out and discovered really recently. It's from the brand Herborian, or Borean. Yes, it's the CC Redness Correct. It comes in a green tube. You can get it on Amazon. You could get it, I believe it on Yes Style. Anyway, I have never seen such a great redness reducer or used such a great redness reducer in my life. It is so good. That's probably the only thing, if I'm being fully honest with you, that I do recommend because it's unbelievable. It really, really works. Nikki, what products do you recommend for Kiko Milano? You know, I haven't used that brand in several years, but I think their setting spray is phenomenal. I think their lip products are phenomenal. I love their lip liners, and their eyeshadows are great too. There's so many good products from Kiko Milano, and they're really, really affordable. All right, I have just taken about 2 years blending that concealer out for some odd reason. So let me go back to the N17 that's got some leftover KJH on it. I'm gonna dip into a bit more, and I wanna just layer a little more blush. Oh my gosh, Song is on the chat. Oh my gosh, Song, I've missed you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. We have missed you so much too, Song. Sorry I've been, in the hospital past couple weeks, major surgery. Shoot, Song, I'm wishing you all the recovery vibes, all of the well wishes. You got this. I know you've had a really rough time with your health for a while now. And thinking about you, Song. I hope you're doing okay. That's so tough. I'm so sorry. Corey is asking, shout out Corey. Hey Corey. Thoughts on Lancome concealer? I actually use the Lancome concealer on a few, well, I have the Lancome Tinty Doll Longwear. It's like a hydrating one. I love that concealer for some of my clients. So I have about 3 shades in my Pro Kit that I love. All right, blush looks good. We need to do a little bit of a base color for the eye makeup. So for that, let me grab my actual makeup bag. And I think I want to just do a very soft amount of chestnut, just a little bit. So I'm going to take chestnut from Makeup by Mario, and I want to just matte out and smooth out my very greasy eyelids. And grab, hold on, let's see if I got another N16. I do. All right, gonna blend this out. Have you tried Danessa Myricks Yummy Balm Setting Spray? I just tried it yesterday. I filmed a whole video yesterday. So I tried the Danessa Myricks in a video yesterday, and I tried the Rhode Peptide Glazing Milk and the Rhode Pocket Blushes. So a lot of new things I've tested out yesterday, but that video won't come out for 2 more weeks. So just an FYI. Nikki, do you prefer Givenchy eye tint, or what are you using right now? I'm using the Makeup by Mario. I haven't used the Givenchy eye tint. I've used the Armani, but I actually prefer the Makeup by Mario over the Armani. I love the Armani still use them in my pro kit, still love them, but I do think that the Makeup by Mario one is better. Longer wearing and really, really good. JLo2, I love your name. Can you tell us anything about the new launch? I could tell you that we have worked incredibly hard on this new launch. We're incredibly proud of this new launch. And I could tell you that it's like your next step up in elevating your makeup, if that makes sense. That's what I could tell you. So any other questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. I'm gonna try to answer them the best I can without giving away too much. In the meantime, all right, you convinced me. Gonna add to my basket now. Oh, the Makeup by Mario, you will be obsessed, trust me. I love chestnut, bisque, sandstone, taupe. I mean, they're all good. Mauve, gorgeous. Gonna take my N13 brush and dip into the Dior powder bronzer and just run this into the crease. Question, I'm a light medium golden olive undertone. I'm having trouble color correcting my under eyes. I have the body brown and peach, but it still makes my under eyes look a bit gray. It's probably too light. So if it's still looking too gray, you might need to go for a little bit more of like a deeper salmon, or a light orange, more peach. I hope that helps. But if it's still looking gray, that means you're going for a color corrector, or you're using a color corrector that's still a little too light. So it's not doing a lot of color correction. That's a good question, AJ. Any recommendations on long-lasting liquid lipsticks for bridal makeup? I love the ones from Dose of Colors. Galactic has bomb colors for bridal makeup. I love the ones from Dior. The Dior Forever Nude 001, incredible. Nikki, have you tried the Ilia Soft Focus Finishing Powder? I have not, but if you think I should, let me know. What do you think about the Charlotte Tilbury for photo shoot? Does it give flashback? No, it doesn't give flashback because there's no sunscreen, and it just shouldn't. I haven't used the Charlotte Tilbury foundations for photo shoots. I stick to Armani, any of the Dior, or even like Estee Lauder. Those are gonna be great, in my opinion. I think the best for photo shoots. Just as a makeup artist, like those are my tried and true. Those are what I stick to because they just don't let me down. You know what I mean? Okay, we need to do a couple more things, like set our under eyes. So I'm gonna go in and set my under eyes with the Lavender Pressed Brightening Powder from Fenty. This has been a go-to. Have I tried any Doll 10 products? I have, but a long time ago. I haven't tried Doll 10 in, I don't even know, like at least a couple years. And I don't really remember what I tried. I think I tried a concealer. I think I tried an eyeshadow palette at one point. But I don't really have any thoughts on the brand. I'd have to try them again to just kind of jog my memory on what their products are like. Okay, Jane is asking, what brush do you use to apply the Makeup by Mario cream shadow on your entire mobile lid? My N16 brush. So the one I had up earlier, this guy, it's flat, but it's got longer bristles at the tip, so you can blend up into the crease, just like you saw me use earlier. So that's my preferred brush. Nikki, any tips for deep set eyes? Well, to bring them out, to color correct, I would focus on like definition. I would do some brighter colors in the tear duct to kind of bring out and balance out. That could be a whole video itself. Morning, Nikki. What do you suggest for a 71-year-old trying to get a fresh, natural look? Skin tints are going to be a really amazing product. Anything with glow underneath too, like putting like, let's say the Supergoop glow screen underneath to get like a glowy lit from within look is going to be really soft, really fresh. I would do anything like that. I would use a skin tint on top to keep it nice and fresh. Cream blush is going to be a really fresh way to like bring some vibrancy to your cheeks. Don't skip bronzer. Bronzer's a really quick, easy way to ump up your complexion. What else? So many don't leave out defining your lips. Defining your lips is a big, big, big one. And as we get older, we lose a lot of the pigment around our lips and our lip line starts to fade. So bringing back that lip line is a really fresh, really youthful look to any more like mature makeup look. So I would never skip that. All right, moment of truth. You guys have asked about this shadow so many times I can't even tell you. I'm going to use this with my fingertips and we're just going to pat this onto my eyelid. If someone is only able to get one of your brushes from BK Beauty, which one would you suggest? Misty, it really comes down to what are you missing in your brush collection? Is it an eye brush or is it a face brush? I would ask that question first, and I would ask yourself that first, and then I can recommend something based on that. Because you might have like 50 eye brushes, so then you really just need complexion brushes, or you might have a ton of foundation brushes, but not that many eye tools. So I would kind of need to know that first. Do skin tints have flashback in photos? No, they shouldn't, unless they are like formulated with like a heavy amount of zinc. They should not have any flashback in photos. You shouldn't have to worry about that. Love the eyeshadow. Thank you, Monica. Vive Concealer versus Natasha Denona for dry skin. Natasha for sure. Love the Vive one. It's fantastic, but it is a little thicker and it can be maybe a little bit more drying. So if you're looking for more moisture, specifically, I would do Natasha. Nikki, have you ever tried every drugstore products? Oh, I try drugstore products all the time. Michelle, you might need to go back to some old videos because I have a lot of drugstore videos. I love drugstore. I love drugstore. My favorite mascaras are all from the drugstore. So I am a drugstore fan through and through over here. Okay, let's do some eyeliner. I'm going to just skip over to eyeliner really quick. Let's grab something different. Let's do something a little bit different. I'm going to use Super Black from Makeup by Mara because it's actually the liner that I used in my August favorites video. I had that beautiful olive green eyeshadow, right? And then I had a black liner. So, mirror, where are you? Okay, let me just put this on really quick and I'll get back to answering your questions. So I'm going to start this. Just like that. Just going to go for like a little baby wing. You guys, I'm not gonna lie, I cannot wait for so many of these brushes to come out, but there's one brush in particular right now that I really wish I could use that's become that I've become very, very reliant on since making it. Oh, I missed you, song. Any tips on how to make blush last all day? My CL liquid blush disappears after 8 hours. That's actually pretty normal, Maria. A liquid blush or a cream blush is actually really good if it lasts up to 8 hours. But yes, absolutely. Anything liquid or cream you put on your skin, if you want longevity, you want to set it with a like-minded powder. So set your CL liquid blush with a powder blush on top. And it doesn't have to be a ton. Just a soft amount of it will lock it in and give you like the all-day wear without it fading. Hi, April. And don't worry, everything I'm using, as always, once my live is done, just give me about 30 minutes and I'll have all the links up in the description so you could check them out, including like the names and all that good stuff. I hear Barry next to me. Oh, no, it's Tomas. Okay, Panorama Mascara is amazing with the drugstore. It really is. So I'm just taking my N12 brush, my good old faithful N12 brush. I'm just going to smudge out that black liner from Makeup by Mario. Hi from Sonoma County. Wow, I wish I was there right now. Sounds amazing. I haven't been to Sonoma in a couple years. The last time I was there, I was doing bridal makeup. All right, so I'm gonna put down that eyeliner. I'm gonna grab my Makeup by Mario Master Matte's Neutral palette and dip into the black eyeshadow, believe it or not. I know it's a Sunday, trying to go natural, but I want to like lock in this Makeup by Mario pencil so it doesn't smudge or run. So Dina, I actually picked up just recently the House Labs sculpting, whatever it's called, balm. I can never remember these names anymore. They're just so long. But I'm excited to try it. I'm going to be testing out very, very soon. I promise you. But if you've tried it, I would love to know, like, what are your thoughts? Is it good? It looks really creamy and really blendable. I think their marketing on that campaign is really cool. I think they did a really good job. You recommended Dr. Idris serum. Would you recommend it under makeup? You could wear it under makeup, but it's more of like a nighttime spot corrector. And it's not really a serum. It's more like a treatment gel. My mom uses it, and it's good for dark spots, hyperpigmentation. It's more like a spot treatment than it is an all-over serum. You wouldn't want to use it all over. Hi, from San Francisco, East Bay. Hello back. Nikki, do you have any SkinCeuticals products? Not currently, but I do like their products. Some of their products. I like their vitamin C. Okay, eyeliner. Let me just check and look back for balance. Let's make sure this is looking good. I think it's looking good. Okay, so back to your question. Misty says she's in need of a face brush. Misty, if there's just one you're going to get the N17 because it's multi-purpose and it's dual fiber. So you can use it for all your powders and all your liquids and creams. This guy right here. So all powders are going to go on this side. All liquids and creams are going to go on this side. So you will get a lot of bang for your buck, really, if you're just getting the N17. It's very, like Anne says, it's very like multifunctional, which if you're just getting one, that is the way to go. I'm going to go back to the Makeup by Mario liner one last time. I'm just going to do a little itty bit of tight lining. And apparently somebody's at my door. It's okay. They're going to have to wait. Okay, for mascara, I'm going to go try and true. I'm going to use my Persona black mascara. It's a tubing mascara. And it never does me dirty. It never fades. It never clumps. It doesn't smudge. I don't get the raccoon eyes. Best drugstore mascara, though, I think, if you asked me, is the L'Oreal Panorama. And I love the L'Oreal Panorama Midnight. It's like the blackest black one. All right, so just, yeah, puppers are in the house, that's for sure. They're the watchdogs. They really are. Okay, we'll try to read some questions while I'm doing this. Have you tried, hold on. Have you tried the Creole liners? They are wonderful. Oh, no, I have not. Nancy, that sounds like something I need to add to my list. But how pretty is this eyeshadow? I think I packed on a little bit more in that Nikki and Cut where I talked about my August favorites, but it is a Sunday and I don't want to be ultra glam going around and about my day just because it's still really early. So consider this more of like a toned down version of that August favorites makeup look. And again, I will link this color too. So if you're one of the many people that asked me about it, it is so pretty. And the formula is just really metallic and just gorgeous. Okay, what else do we need on our skin? There were a couple more things I think that I had that were new. One of them is the Dibs bronzer. This is the shade Caramel Cappuccino. I'm going to use this to lock in my makeup. Or do I want to use my Dior? Let's use this. No, you know what? I want to use my Dior. Don't hate me. I just love the Dior. I think it's so, so pretty. It's a little bit more pigmented than the Dibs, and I want a bit more bronze. I'm going to grab the 104 brush from BK Beauty. I'm going to tap in and just tap on. So glad you guys, okay, wait, I'm seeing a lot of Dibs requests. Okay, I will definitely bring it back for the next one. I'm so sorry. I kind of missed those requests. But it is really pretty. It's just a lot more natural. And I think I just wanted a bit more of, just like a bit more oomph. And then Dina is saying, I finally got the N4 concealer brush. Oh, got the N4 concealer. Just kidding. From Natasha Denona. It's always sold out. It is always sold out. N4, N5, P3, P5, and something else are always sold out. And those are the ones I always want to get for my makeup kit. So It's good to know you finally got your hands on it. It's a very, very popular formula. So I can see that I definitely ran into my brows previously. So let me just fix them up a bit. I'm gonna grab the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Ebony. And let me fix the tail that I quite rudely wrecked when I was doing my bronzer blending. Much better. Wow. Try to do this quick so I can answer some questions. I cannot believe we're already 35 minutes into this live. It goes by so fast. 2 seconds. Smash the like button. Oh, thank you, Raven. I was like, what are we smashing? I saw you said the like button. I was like, oh my God. Thank you. Oh, Cornelia. Just want to say thank you for everything you taught me. I learned so much from all your videos and had so much fun while doing that. And I trust your opinion on products. You were a gem. Wow, Cornelia, you were a gem. Thank you so much for the thoughtful comment. That comments like that make my entire day. That is so sweet. I'm so happy you've learned from my videos and hopefully you just like enjoyed them in general too. I'm going to use the BK Beauty A504. I'm going to dip into the lighter color in this palette from Makeup by Mario and just do a little bit of brightener right here. I'm going to drop one more little Easter egg clue, but there is a brush that I created with BK Beauty that I cannot wait to be able to use in this spot of my eyes. And then Lou says she just finished washing her brushes. What a feeling. Oh my God. Lou, can you come to LA and help me with mine? We can have like a girls' day. We'll go to Sephora. And we'll do some shopping. We'll get some coffee, some matchas, and then wash some brushes together. I would love the company. Okay, let's look at the makeup. Let's see if we need anything else. The eyeshadow is really pretty. I do actually think I need to add a teeny bit more. So hold please. I want to pop a bit more. There we go. Almost like a spotlight. Wouldn't that be so fun? Lou is my London friend who always makes the time to pop on these lives. Even though I forget what time it is for you, Lou, but I know it's not 10 in the morning. Oh, Amanda, that makes me so happy to hear. Amanda says she loves doing makeup again. That's the whole point. Makeup is fun. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. When it gets too overly complicated and when it gets too like overly into, I don't know, like the rules, like yes, you know, there are certain things that are like better on certain people based on like color theory and, you know, even sometimes age, but I think you should never get caught up in all those rules because that takes away the fun of makeup. So I don't know, but just have fun. Makeup is fun. It's supposed to be like freeing and liberating and I don't know, confidence boosting. It's supposed to be all the good things, nothing bad. So I just always try to remind people, have fun with your makeup. It's not that serious. I'm gonna take Biscuit from Westman Atelier. Rules? What rules? Exactly, Heather. Exactly. You know, and listen, if your makeup's starting to look really funky, then maybe you can assess some of the basic rules, right? But until then, have fun with your makeup. Do I like strawberry matcha? You know, I actually don't. You know, I don't. I like my matcha to have like some kind of like cold vanilla foam on top. Copious amounts of vanilla. Lots of sweetener, you know. And double matcha powder. Just simple, right? Okay, what brush do you recommend for the Jane Iredale Powder Foundation? Two that I love. The 116 brush and the 106. The 106 is a little bit bigger and the 116 is a little bit smaller, but both will like pack on coverage and also like buff it into your skin. Even though they say not to buff it in, but it will essentially like push it into your skin really quick and really efficiently. So I love those two brushes. Those are my favorites for the Jane Iredale pressed powder. But I have to tell you, Lisa J was at my house. We filmed some videos and we were talking about like favorite products and stuff, and she actually applied the Jane Iredale pressed powder. I don't know why it's so hard to say. She applied the Jane Iredale pressed powder foundation with the backside of the N17, and I watched it go on and it looked phenomenal. So I may try that. I mean, it is my brush, so I should probably try it with that formula, but I just always grab the 106 or the 116. I think it's like a perfect, both of those are perfect brush heads for that product. So bringing it back to KJH, we're going to add some more glow. I think it's a good time to add a little bit more glow, and why not, right? Let's add the KJH brand Hyper Shine Serum. I keep forgetting the names. And then I'm going to put this into the Hyper Shine Light Pigment in Light Gold. And just a little bit goes a long way. I definitely put too much of this when I was initially trying the product, so I'm going to try to pull back a little bit. It was a little too balmy. It was gorgeous, but I didn't need to put as much as I put in there, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's do a little extra glow. Wow, you see that? That's kind of insane, right? It's kind of like nuts how pretty that is. Yes, yes, it is absolutely yes worthy. Kim is asking a fun question. And actually, Kim, I'm going to answer a lot of these questions too in a video that's coming out in about a week, which will be my launch video. So I'll be able to answer, and I'll give you like the full backstory on how the Volume 2 collaboration all came about, and just everything leading up to production and all that stuff. So I'll be definitely sharing all my stories now that I can in that video when it comes out. So stay tuned for that, and I'll definitely answer that question you just asked me too. KJH serum is sold out. Oh no. How'd that happen? I mean, I could see how that happened, but I just got it not too long ago. That is absolutely, positively stunning. Gonna go back really quick with the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. And let me take again, there's another brush I wish I could use right now, but we're so close to me being able to use it. So I'm gonna use the BK Beauty 204 right now and dip into just a little bit of this, both these matte colors right here. And I'm gonna do my favorite thing, which is just shade a bit on my bottom lash line just to complete the look. Have I tried the new One Size Finishing Powder? I just bought it, Colorado Girl. I love your name. I'll let you know what I think. Hi, back to Belgium. Would you recommend the YSL All Hours Foundation? I'm taking a break from Luminous Silk. I want to try something new. If you asked me to give you an alternative to, and then something that's similar to the YSL All Hours Foundation, I would actually suggest something different. That foundation doesn't blow me away that much. I like the Dior Forever a lot more, just being fully honest with you. So I think that one's a better foundation, just personally. I've tried them both, obviously, very much, but I use the Dior all the time. Big believer in the Dior. Okay. Melissa is asking, how can I fix new products all powders that seem to have a film over them? Couple ways you could fix that. Scotch tape, oldest trick in the book. You take some good old Scotch tape, like you wrap presents with, and you just stick it to the top. That picks up quickly and very gently and very efficiently that hard pan, that film that settles on the top of your pressed powders. Or you could take a clean spoolie and just gently scrape the top part of the hard pan. Either of those are going to work within seconds, and you'll be good to go. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try to answer some more questions. I'm going to talk to you about the giveaway. What do I think about the L'Oreal Setting Spray? I don't like that one. That one made my skin feel so tight. So tight and a little uncomfortable. So I'm not a fan of that one, but I know a lot of people like it. So I think to each their own with that. Let's do a little more liner. There we go. Cute. Okay. I think we're looking good. If there's anything I want to add, I think I want to just add a touch more blush. I just really like blush. And I'm a big fan of this one right now. And also I need to put an actual lipstick, so hold on. And then let's see, Linda is asking, Nikki, I want to get my sister an Hourglass palette for her birthday. Her complexion is similar to yours. You know, I don't remember the names of the new ones, but I would just get the one that's more geared for like light medium complexion. It should say which ones that they're suited for on the website too. I don't remember the actual names though, because they just came out. I'm not quite familiar with them yet. Oh, sending love to Pakistan, watching for Pakistan. I have no idea what time it is. You guys all watch from so many different time zones. It's so, it's just so awesome. And it's so inspiring to be able to like connect with you guys and hang out with you guys in all kinds of different time zones. It's pretty wild. It's pretty awesome. Okay, let's see. Anne is saying, Nikki, for your launch video, your new brushes with a cool black travel bag. Um, you'll just have to see what comes out, but I love your suggestion so, so much. And I really like this makeup look. I think this looks really pretty. Are the eyes giving you the satisfaction of the eye makeup look that I had in my August favorites? Just like kind of slightly toned down. I hope you still like, I hope it's still like scratching that itch. If I dare say so myself, it's very matcha inspired. Nancy will get a kick out of that one, hopefully. Let me just grab a lip. And I think for today, I want to go drugstore. And there's a drugstore lip balm or tinted lip balm from Maybelline. I got this a while ago and I think they're so nice. This is like a good, like, quick, easy, throw in your purse, touch up throughout the day with or without a mirror. Just really easy to apply and really like just nice and moisturizing. This is the Maybelline Lifter Glaze Oil Lip Balm. They're not the longest lasting, but they're very, very pretty. And I think it's going to go really softly with this makeup look. This is the shade Caramel Glow. If you've not tried these, I think they're really nice. I think they're a really good, affordable alternative to, like, let's say like the Dior tinted lip balms that are really pricey, that are also very nice, but they're very pricey. Or any of like the luxury brand products. They feel exactly the same. Isn't that nice? I think that's really pretty. I like this makeup look. I feel good. And by the way, today I am starting to do every 2 days, I'm gonna start to oil my hair and oil my scalp and start doing treatments. So today I'm doing my first round of a hair oil treatment and I'll report back if it's good or if it's doing anything. It's supposed to grow your hair. It's from the brand Berber. So anyway, that's the makeup look. Let's talk about the giveaway because I'm really excited for this giveaway. I'm a big, big fan of Naturium. It's my girl Susan Yar's brand. She's one of my besties and her products are phenomenal. They're also extremely affordable. You can get them at Target, Amazon, Naturium's website, Ulta. They're at Ulta now too. So I have a lot of Naturium and I do still receive PR from Naturium. So I don't need any more PR from them. So I'm going to give away what I just got recently. And it's all some, like, honestly, quite literally some bangers. Giving away some really good bangers right here. So first thing that's going to be a part of the giveaway, and it's just for one person. So just one winner is going to win all this PR from Naturium. But you're going to get one of my favorites. It's the Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Wash. This is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It will last you a decade too. A little bit goes a long way. And then similar formulation, it's the Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Butter. This is so, so good. Very thick, very emollient. Feels amazing on your skin. If you have dry skin on your body, it's the better way to put it. Oh, I swear I could talk. I just need to practice. You're also gonna get these. These are two of my favorite products, like for the skin, your face. From Naturium, this is the Naturium Multi-Peptide Moisturizer. This is something I used in my Pro Kit for a gazillion years. It only recently got the boot because I wanted to put the Dew Instant Angel in my kit, but they're interchangeable. They're both phenomenal products. It's just very, very affordable. Really great for skin prep under makeup or good as like a night cream as well. And then the vitamin C serum, I've used this for a trillion years at this point. It's probably one of the very first products I ever tried from Naturium, and it's one of my favorites. So those two you're gonna get, and then you're gonna get 3 of the Phyto Glow lip balms. One's clear, one's jam, and this is my favorite one. It's Petal. Petal's my first one I fell in love with. I love Petal. It's like a soft pink. Kind of will look like this, but a little bit more pink. And then Jam is unbelievably flattering. Like, it's just gorgeous. But these are fantastic. So one lucky winner is going to get, I promise I didn't break, drop the multi-peptide cream, but you're going to get all the Naturium goodies I have right here. And I cannot wait to give these away because I've never met anyone who I recommended Naturium to that didn't end up loving it. So I know you're gonna end up loving those products. I cannot wait to get them in your hands. But I'm gonna wrap up this live. I want to dedicate a couple of minutes to answering some questions because I know I missed a lot inevitably while I'm doing my makeup. So if there's any burning questions, you want to pop them in the chat right now. I'm gonna do my best to answer them. And then also while you're asking, oh, that's gonna be quick. While you're asking, I want to just mention, so to enter to win the giveaway, I'm going to put all the details on how to enter in the description of this live. So give this live about 15 minutes after I'm done. YouTube has to upload it. Once it's uploaded, click on the description. You'll see all the directions on how to enter to win. It's gonna be really quick, really easy, like they always are. And then I'll announce the winner of all these Naturium giveaway goodies on Wednesday, which I believe is what date? The 10th. Wednesday the 10th, I'll be announcing the giveaway winner on my YouTube post page at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, quick questions, anything what before I head out? Elvira is asking what date and time will the new launch come out? The new launch is officially coming out on September 18th. Please go over how to remove makeup. Oh, I might have to do like a get unready with me at night video sometime. If that sounds good to you, let me know in the comments. But I've definitely had that request many, many times. Lisa's saying, I hate powder. Are there any good self-setting foundations for mature skin? Dior Backstage Face and Body is self-setting, as well as Dior Forever Matte, but that one's more matte. You know, you can, self-setting foundations, yes, there's a lot, but they're all going to be more on the matte side because realistically they have to have some element of like some kind of powder infusion in them and some kind of dry down ingredient. Usually it's alcohol, so they're not going to be the most like nourishing on your skin because in order for them to self-set and dry down, they usually have to contain some form of alcohol. Dior Skin Glow, that one dries down somewhat, yeah. Nikki, can you please recommend a cool tone light pink lipstick? Ooh, maybe try good old-fashioned Cream Cup from MAC. That's an old school favorite of mine. Song needs to know what your favorite color and Mitch's favorite color is. My favorite color is probably like black and brown. I love black and brown. Two of my favorites. Okay. Hi, Nikki. I sometimes get dry patches when I apply makeup, even though I hydrate. My number one tip for that would be doing a liquid exfoliator. Liquid exfoliator will slough away any dry patches on your skin really gently. Nikki, tell us what kind of music you like. Love your vintage band t-shirts. Oh, classic rock, Led Zeppelin, 80s, classic soul and R&B, like, you know, Marvin Gaye, stuff like that. I like a lot of music. But it's all pretty much very, very old. 90s, like Alanis Morissette, you know, like Lilith Fair type stuff. If you know, you know, all that kind of stuff. I love. Nikki, have you tried the shadows from Hard Candy? No, I haven't, but maybe I should check them out. I actually got a request for that recently. And then Tina is asking if I'll try the Mary Phillips MPH palette. I did yesterday. That video is going to be up in 2 weeks, so stay tuned for that. And then I think if there's not any more big questions, I think I'm going to hop off and let you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I hope you had a good week previously. I cannot wait to share much more, and I will be sharing so much more very, very soon about the new brush launch with BK Beauty. So stay tuned for that. Volume 2 is going to be out before you know it. The full brush designs and everything will be out on September 16th, and then the actual brushes will be out on September 18th. Until then, stay tuned for a lot of teasing, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and a lot of just like fun content that will be coming out with me and BK Beauty and Lisa J, who, oh God, I love that girl so much. I love you guys as much as I love Lisa J, and thank you so much for watching this live. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned for how to enter to win the giveaway, which will be in the description, as well as links to everything used. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I appreciate you all so much. Bye.